Hello everybody and welcome to this fun Shapr3D tutorial in which I'm going to show you how you can create one very basic sketch and from that then build these three different interesting furniture and shelf storage systems. And how that goes, I can show you now. But before we get started, please hit the like, subscribe and notification button so you will never miss any upcoming video. And now let's really get started. Okay, let's get started. As you can see, I have the demo file open. Download link is in the description of this video. It shows a chair and a table as a good scale reference because we have to design a storage system for children of that age group. We now go ahead and create a sketch and with a rectangle, and from the center start drawing a rectangle. We can see the seating height here, no, it's around 1 foot. So the height is 21. Think about how much storage we can get in there. And this is a very small cube. So if we want to put something in, you really have to go down on your knees. We could easily think about something like 30, then we can divide it by 2, so it's 15 inches vertical, 15 wide. So if you think about this or look at this, a kid can stand in front of this and grab the upper shelf and also the lower shelf. So 15 by 15 sounds good. So let's go ahead and then change this rectangle to 15 by 15. Perfect. We can exit the sketch. We can now hide the scan. It served its purpose. And let's explore via direct modeling and very simple techniques how we can create quickly some systems. So we extrude this one out and now we have a beautiful block. That block I would like to create into something that consists of 4 walls. So let's select the front and back, and then to core it out, we call the shell command. Let's just go with 1 inch for the material thickness. Okay, well, that's good. Now we have like 1 cube. We can put 1 on top. We can put 2 to the sides. We can do this manually, or to very quickly explore variation, we can use the pattern tool. We go with the linear pattern, select this one, double click, 3 copies. Okay, now we drag this one out. The whole design is 15 inches wide, so no, spacing 15 inches from center to center. Very good. So that looks quite nice. And while we're at it, we can even go up by 15. Now we have a nice wall of, 9 copies. We can change this value to 2. We can change this value to 4. And you see that goes really, really fast. We also used 1 inch for the material thickness. This was just kind of like an easy number. Maybe later we want to explore different material thicknesses really quickly when we have a bigger family. So let's go ahead and add this variable. And there we can length or number. Let's say here we can use number, wall, thickness, or shell, 1. Create, and there it is. What is this one useful for? We could go to shell. You see here thickness, and then when you click on this icon, there it is. Okay, nothing changed. Now, yeah, because this is 1 to 1. If we make this 2, you see how this all updates. This is our first part. Then let's rename this, and that is going to be wall system. Very good. Let's hide this one. Let's go back to our sketch. We do another 15-inch. There we are. Let's shell this again, but we only do the top face. There's the shell command. And then here you see, before I write anything in, I can directly select this variable press enter there. Beautiful. Yeah, that's nice actually. We can select this one, make a copy, move this to the side. So that is good. Then this whole thing is 15 inches wide, no? So if I select the inner and outer face, and then I go to the move command and move this by 15 inches, you see what happened? We made this to 30. Now we have a really big bucket. That's kind of nice. We can select this one, make a copy. I just move this a little bit to here. Then I will select these two faces, go to move, also move this by 15 inches. In this face, I would like to bring further up. So what I will do is the following. I can move this one up, let's say to 12. Okay, that means, and then we have around 3 inches kind of a frame. And then we select the lower part, call in the shell command, and also here, go back to this variable. And here, take a look what happens if we change this number. You see all the designs update automatically. Cool. So now we have a small, a bigger floor storage system, and then also something that can go onto the ground and kind of like work as a table. Now this is where the scans can come in handy. So you see if somebody sits on a chair in front of it, they could reach over. So um, they could also possibly kneel on the ground or sit on the ground and reach over with their arms. So this is something where then the height is very important. And this top face, this lower face, and that face, we could also bring higher. Use, for example, the table as a reference. Now, then you see we brought this one up a little bit. So this is kind of like where the scan can come in. Very, very handy. Cool. Let's select all those, put them into a folder, and then we call this one wall system. I'd say bucket system. Cool. Okay. Turn this off. That's the last one. Now we have a rectangle again. I'm going to extrude this one out to 15 inches. The top one I will change to 30, and then the width I will do, maybe can also do basic equations multiplied by 4. How much is this one then? 60 inches. Okay, pretty big. Oops, I wanted to hide the sketch. And then as usual, we go ahead and just shell everything. Now I would like to have one shelf here at the center. So how do I build kind of like the shelf that we can move to there? We have all the elements. Here is a face, a rectangle. I can use the extrude command, extrude this up, this time by the wall thickness, because no, we can use this for the shell command to core it out to create this wall. So the extrude command, very important. Click on this icon and make sure it's new body, or you also see this here. Looks good, just the wrong position. So we want to move this edge to here, nicely centered. So we can double click, select that body. Then we go to align, select this edge there, and say center on that edge. Beautiful. Nice long shelf that's going to hang down. Let's go ahead and select this face. We go extrude again. Same deal. Be careful with the version of extrusion, so it's only adding a new body, and then we set up the scale. Beautiful. Maybe we want to have a plus, so we center this, and then from this we remove this one. Okay, so same deal. We go with the align command there onto this. Wait, that edge to that edge. Thank you. From this one, double click. I want this one to be removed, so we use subtract. But very important is keep the removed body. You see now we have individuals. Beautiful. Let's say here we would like at the center to position one or more. So that is an edge of 58 inches. Now we could select this one. There are multiple ways now how we could play with this a little bit more. So I will go with align and say this edge to this edge. Move this down. You see it will snap to that point. Then I can select this one. And actually, hold on. I think I made a little mistake. This one. This edge onto that edge, because you see it's then inside the wall, and that is actually kind of correct. Then I will go to pattern command. We will go to total distance to there. You see, like from wall to wall, it has to sit in the wall. It's important. 3 pieces. And now if I type in 5, there you see how we get a perfect division. Very nice. Logically, no. We need to, this one I select, and this one I select, and delete it. Cool. Okay. You logically also can double click one, click copy, and then make some manual divisions and move them around as you, for example, would like to. To have like more, let's say, books or other toys or something goes into these spaces. Very nice. Okay. Now, so you see that's then the way how easy it is to create a system where you work with individual boards to create a shelf system. So let's select all this. Oh, it is already inside. No, it's not. Put this into that folder, and then we will call this one shelf system. Cool. Perfect. Now for one last demo, when I select all these pieces and just move this to here, then I select that, and to move this maybe to there, just to show you how cool actually this variable function is. If we go back and then say 1 inch is way too expensive, we go with half an inch or with a 1/4 inch of material thickness, you see then everything updates automatically. So I don't have to go in shell by shell command and change this. Because this is also kind of like very modular, we can even do then fun things like maybe move one to there, play around a little bit more. Have 4 on top, then maybe an adult has to help. We could also hang those. So this is then really for adults only. And yeah, that's it. Everything created out of a very simple rectangle and a cube.